Hey y'all, it's Bennett, and we're here for another unboxing video. We're going to check out the contents of this box right here, so let's get cracking. Packaging. This is the big one right here. This is the one we want. The Analogue. Oh no, that's the that's the dock. Fooled me, Analogue. Yep. Dock, power adapter, USB, HDMI cable, all can go right up in there. And we have now the Analogue Pocket console. It's in black, so it'll look like all the other devices in the world. And it fits in the pocket, and it is analog. Now, what do I mean by that? It is by a company called Analogue, and they are the makers of some really cool, like Super Nintendo and Genesis and Nintendo modernized consoles, to where they take, I don't remember the process or whatever, but they take everything there is to know about the original NES or Game Boy or whatever, and they kind of re-engineer it to work perfectly with your cartridges that you already own, and with features like HDMI output and up-resing and all sorts of other cool stuff. So they have done that now with the handheld systems, and I'm super excited to give it a look. And so, like, the system itself can play Game Boy cartridges right out of the box, and Game Boy Color and all sorts of different things, Game Boy Advance, and it also has adapters such as this one for the Game Gear. So there are all sorts of adapters you can get with these guys to play all sorts of different handheld games and similar kind of games. So let's get in here and see what we got. I don't guess you really need to see the power adapter. Maybe we'll look at it later. Maybe we'll look at the Game Gear adapter later. We'll just do that. Just use our unboxing tray here. It's very reflective. Alright, where'd I put my tool? Bonk, bonk. Alright, well, hopefully I won't need the unboxing tool to get into this. I really dig the high class, high quality. This is like Patrick Bateman's business card kind of quality here. Black on black for the box. Whoa, look at that pretty device right there. I am stoked. I said stoked. I'm stoked. I'm soaked. Oh no, I'm starting to sweat from the light. Look at that. This is ready to rock and roll for Game. Pretend I didn't do that. For Game Boy and all your Game Boy family of cartridges to fit right down in this little slot right there. And it's got this great handheld screen, and with the adapter that I showed you a second ago, it can send it out via HDMI to your TV and all that good stuff. So yes, so cool. Ooh, satisfying. Take off the plastic doohickeys. Love the ridged grip there. It's got your Game Boy Advance triggers there. It's a beauty. There's a little screen protector on here that I'll just take off. So nice. Alright, let's see what happens if we press what I assume is the on button with nothing in it. Welcome to Pocket. You want to see the tutorial? Probably not. Yep, so this, I do have some Game Gear games. I do not have a Game Gear. So this will get me going in the Game Gear gaming. And it's cool because I can play it on the go on the Pocket, or I can plug it in and play it on TV. And I'll show you how cool that is once I get everything opened up and figured out. Whoa, look at that guy. That's a cool little piece of tech. I don't know. It's pretty much just a adapter board thing, but it is cool. Yeah. It's right in the back here. I think it has some plastic on this. Maybe I won't. I think this goes right in there. And then I can put Game Gear games and give them a play. Okay, let's give the Analogue Pocket a test drive. And of course, the first place to start is with the original Game Boy and that Game Boy Classic Navy Seals. So let's see how we do here. Pop it in the back, play cartridge, and there it is, Navy Seals. We'll say the onboard speakers, whoops, now that I muted it, are, you know, loud and strong on this, especially, you know, compared to the original devices. Here, let's just practice level something, story so far, blah, blah, blah. The picture is like sharper and clearer, and the sound is much better than it ever was on the Game Boy. And this is on regular kind of Game Boy mode. But check out, we can change display mode to analog Game Boy mode. Now look at this. Boom. We get actual black and white, not green and gray. And it looks super sharp and clean. Look at that. Oh no, he's dead. It's harder than it looks. Oh no, he's dead too. I believe that is God from the movie. From what I saw maybe this. Alright. I'm very impressed with how clean this is, and oh, the sound and everything is actually makes it worth playing a Game Boy game. Alright, but that's Navy SEALs. Oh, it paused. Let's see. There are plenty of options. We got analog, the original DMG 001 or whatever it was that the Game Boy was. We got original Game Boy. Wait. Game Boy Player? Is that a Game Boy Player version for, I don't know, maybe the thing for GameCube? I don't know. Original Game Boy Light. Oh, Game Boy Pocket, that's probably what that is. Game Boy Light, which was a European or maybe Japanese exclusive. And then, I don't know what this funky thing is, but... Pinball Neon Matrix. Let's see what happens if we continue our game here. Oh, that died. Oh, whatever. That's a shame. Now we'll move on to the next evolution of Game Boy, which was the Game Boy Color. Also can be played on the original Game Boy cartridges. So, Madden 2000, in you go. Come on, Coach Madden, you're going in. Alright. I won't give you the whole rundown necessarily, but let's just take a look at how it looks. Oh yeah, don't expect a lot of EA Sports. It's in the game on this, because, you know, it's a Game Boy game, not a I don't know, not a Genesis game. But Madden 2000. There's Coach looking great. R.I.P. John Madden. Alright, and the color and everything looks really good on there. Let's see what happens if we put it in the other modes. Oops. So I guess Game Boy Color, video, and this should be similar to the Game Boy options that was in the original Game Boy Color mode. Now let's see what happens if we put it on analog, the analog mode here. Alright. Wow. Looks great. Sounds great. Looks great. Backing that out. Oh, you can do frame blending. That's probably fun. Maybe making a smoother motion there. Alright, there you go. Oh look, the Atlanta Falcons. Let's go, come on. Alright, there we go. Taking the field. That's so cool. Oops. Looks like onside kick time. Alright, just kick the ball. I barely did anything, but that's... Oh no, he's going for a score. We just gave up a kick return touchdown. Touchdown. Look at him dancing there. Alright. Looks like I'm the Broncos. And the Falcons and Broncos, I guess that would have been the Super Bowl the year before this came out. Alright, which did not work out so well for my Falcons. But we're not talking about that. Alright, let's see what else we got. We'll move on to full-on Game Boy Color. And thus, we get... Infogrames, Stunt Puppy Entertainment. Look at all that beautiful color on the boys from NSYNC. One of those blobs is JT. Remember that one? let's see. So yeah, so we're still in analog GBC mode here because we changed it on the Madden game. So let's take a look at what it would look like in the original Game Boy Color mode. See, that's all chunky and pixely and blurry. Oops. Alright. Burger. Super fan. What? Oh, it's like one of those. Oh boy. This is not as much of a. I don't know what I expected this game to be. Oh, look at this. Guess it shows by each insync member like how many lives we have. Alright. That's that. It's time for some Game Boy Advance, which is even, more advanced than the Game Boy Color, as you might expect. DreamWorks and Activision present an amazing game, come on, of Shrek Super Slam. Let's see, we have, for the Game Boy Advance, we have Display Mode. This is on the analog GBA version. Here's what you got the regular original GBA version, and then the fancy SP101 version, which is brighter and all that stuff. Pretty cool. That it came out when the Game Boy SP came out. That's why it says SP101. Yeah, but let's go with analog mode. Doing audio and high quality audio. You probably can't tell in this format, but it does make a pretty good difference between the original audio and the high quality audio. Shrek and Donkey were sitting around the table causing trouble. Donkey told Shrek he wanted to have a fight. And so they did. That's probably what's going on. Alright, get there. Shrek felt outcast and decided to take it out on his family. Punch, punch. Yes, that high quality audio. Actually, let's turn on high quality audio. One thing it doesn't do is pause when you hit the analog button. I would have maybe thought about doing that, but pause. All right, there we go. And settings. Whoops. Audio. Let's get high quality audio going. Back it on out and pause. It may not be immediately clear to you, but the audio is much less tinny and like compressed sounding, I guess is what I'm trying to say. That fart sound is like CD quality now or something. Alright, I can't tell what I'm doing here, but Shrek and Donkey fighting it out. And now I'm in a bubble. I don't know. And lastly, let's grab our Game Gear adapter. And one of a handful of Game Gear games I have. it's sticking out the top. Sega! XMen Mojo World. Yeah, the speakers are way better than you would get on the original consoles. I'm certain of that. And really good, like, stereo output and everything. Why would you set your difficulty as maniac or suicidal? That's a little sketch. Yeah. All right, well, let's just go. Level 1. There's a Wolverine. And Rogue. There we go. And Wolverine again. All right, let's go Rogue. Jump. Walking around. That's a pretty good looking. Wow, Super Mutant Rogue. It takes like a dozen punches to knock out a thug. Okay, I don't know what the comic accuracy of that, but alright, let's see. We'll go into the settings here. System, Game Gear, video. Ooh, frame blending is on. Display mode is original Game Gear. There's also original Game Gear Plus, which does something. And then, so that looks pretty good. I never had a Game Gear myself, but I always thought they had a good looking display whenever I played one at a friend's or anything. But let's see. Analog Game Gear. Look at. Yeah, we'll see how much how cleaned up and sharp that is. Pretty impressive. Stairs, my mortal enemy. What do you do in this game? Am I flying? Rogue? Come back. Whoa, okay. I mean, there's some comic accuracy for you, but... Whoa, okay, that's cool. So you can't punch, which is ridiculous, but you can fly. Alright. So you get the idea. We'll do a quick game for now. I'll be messing around with all these games for all day long. So yeah, got the Game Gear adapter. I have ordered and it didn't come yet, so I don't know what the time frame is on it actually coming, but they have an adapter for Turbografx-16 cards. Hue Cards. Yeah. And so I ordered up that adapter. Which is very exciting because I've never owned a Turbografx-16. I don't have any Hue Cards, but if I can play them on the go, just like you could on the Turbo Express back in the day, then it's like having a Turbografx-16 without having to pay a whole ton of money for a new old system. And if I can plug it into the TV and everything with HDMI and all that good stuff, that's all the better. So I'm excited for whenever that comes out. I'll have to do some research on when that's actually going to show up at my house. But hopefully pretty soon. And I can start my Turbografx collection, which is a bad idea, but a great idea just the same. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.